Hi guys, Jill here. I'm today going to be focusing on my Project Life album. I really love Project Life. I've been away from it for a little while and it felt really great to start getting May in the books. And mainly I'm going to focus on what I use from Cocoa Daisy. And then since this first part of May is a mix, I have lots of stash to use up. So I did pull from it. And I also was documenting some running. So I used some running stamps and so forth. But then I'm going to move to the Mother's Day part of my Project Life and just kind of focus on the Lemon Grove kit from Cocoa Daisy. I don't want to spend too much time with a walkthrough, but I do want to show you a few things that I used from this month's Cocoa Daisy kit. I love this Hello May card, and so it was really fun to put that in. Just a selfie of myself wearing a flowered shirt, which to me is like spring vibes. Also, a great sign of spring. These cards you'll see in a minute refer to this insert on a race I ran in the spring. It is so green here now, and I'm really, really loving that. And so I just have a picture of an area where I live in all of its spring glory. And here is an example of the stamp set that came in the memory keeping kit. I've been using that like crazy. Just such a basic, great alphabet, and combined it with a little bit of other stamps. And this Let's Go Outside is from the sticker sheet from Cocoa Daisy. Obviously worked really well with my greens. At the bottom of the spread, we went to a rock and mineral show, which my boyfriend loves. And so, but on either side of that little bowl with the rocks are Cocoa Daisy cards. And I used that running stamp set to stamp I Run This Town 1 mile at a time. The arrow is from the Cocoa Daisy sticker sheet. Okay, you can see a little bit of the running insert. There's my boyfriend at the restaurant where we had brunch afterwards. Let's have fun today. We did. Race day. It was a great deal of fun. So I document that in this middle part. And to skip over that for just a minute, this section, which will be on the back of what I'm going to do in the process video today, uses this Happy Spring card, which I believe was from the prior kit, the Cherish Blossom kit, or Picket Fence. I actually think it was Cherish Blossom, given the colors there. And this is one of these spreads that you've probably all done, where you number a few little details. You see 1, 2, 3 there in the middle, and then 4, 5. And then I did journaling based on numbers for each of these. In Project Life, for me, there is quite a lot of writing. I really like to tell stories in this format. What can I say here? Let's see. This Here and Now card is Cocoa Daisy. So it's this really wonderful lemon card. I love this lemon card so much, and it was fun to use it. Used it to write a little bit about lemon goodies, and I use this. This is refreshing from the kit. I've been doing a lot of reorganizing in my scrapbook room, and this is actually these are all Project Life cards. Told you I had a lot of stash. And so the great Cocoa Daisy alphabet came into good use there for me to give that a title. Okay, so that shows you a little bit of context, and what is going to come next here will be the page I'm going to kind of work on, put finishing touches on today. Okay, so as I said, it's going to be focusing on Mother's Day and the trip that I made up to see my mom. So she lives in a place called Ludington. So I took this picture of a poster in one of the restaurants, and I'm going to use that. This mother card, 2 great sides, and I really thought a lot about which side to use, but given everything else I was doing in the layout, this side worked the best, and my mom really is a superwoman. I mean, this fits her perfectly. She's really just the greatest. It's a picture of her putting the final touches on some flowers that she got from a friend, which I write about in the journaling. I did go ahead and do the journaling because I knew that would take a little bit of time on camera, so I did it off camera. This card that says, "Here's the story." So I tell the story in this case, not so much of Mother's Day, which was a family day, and I document that elsewhere, but of the day before when we went shopping together and I took her out to lunch. I love this picture of her, so sweet. I'm going to hopefully like kind of jazz up this heart card. I love it just as it is, but other people will say they're simple scrapbookers. I'm not. I'm like a really complicated one. So I have some ideas about layering some labels along the side of that. This actually isn't about Mother's Day, but I wanted to use this great Let's Eat card, and has to do with my current eating obsession, which is Thai pickles, which you see in the photo right about there a little bit. Okay, and then just another card that isn't in the kit, but that I thought would round out the colors from Picket Fence really nicely. I'm focusing on the yellow, but also the pink and the blues, and that really rich blue too. Okay, so let's see. I pulled out just a few things to work with because I've used a lot of the kit, and also the kit is really, really big. So I didn't want to like have everything pulled out. I did continue to use this stamp set, which I've used elsewhere, that has the little tiles, and I went ahead, used kind of pulled the colors from the kit, the yellow and the blue and the pink. And so I have some tiles stamped, and I already stamped one on this card right by my journaling. And I'm thinking, let's see what I have here. I guess I was thinking I would maybe use this pinkish one right there, and then make this part of the lineup I'm going to do here. Oh yeah, and then I had one more which I thought could go with this flower. So that's one thing I think I'm gonna do as part of my embellishing. Currently enjoying. I thought that little bit of ephemera would be good here with what I'm currently enjoying eating. I love this washi. This is another thing I've used a lot already this month. I'm gonna put this down on the Let's Eat card. Yeah, let's just put this under here. See how that looks. Washi's so great for layering. And yeah, not sure what else I might put in here, but I think I'm pretty good with what we have. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I'm sure I'm gonna use this currently enjoying here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down. Even though the arrow actually goes the wrong way, it's all right. I don't mind. Let's see. So I pulled a number of sheets. Now, this I know I'm going to use because I plan to use quite a lot of these word phrases. But I also thought about this nice little, there are these washi strips that are great, lots of fun. Thought I might try one right here. Again, just to layer up a few things on this card. Okay. Yeah, I already put lovely on here because I think I'm going to use You Are Lovely along the edge on this card. We'll see how that goes. Oh yeah, these little stickers are great fun, and I thought this could go well with the Thai pickles. So stick that in there. There. Okay, so I just want to remember what I have on here, and what I will probably pull a little bit later. I've really loved these embellishments, these kind of rubber embellishments that came in the pocket kit, and so I had thought about this one for up here. Just to reinforce that love theme that I read about there. Okay, so let's do a little bit of label layering here. Probably have it go off the edge a bit. remembering that I want to put some phrase stickers in here, so I'm trying to think just how I want this to go. I did a couple traveler notebook pages with using a sketch with labels along the edge, and so it was a lot of fun. Thought I'd kind of work with that technique again and pull in a little bit of, you know, the colors on the spread and a little bit of the stamp. Okay, so give me a second here. I'm just going to go ahead and glue these down. I'll probably add a little stitching later along the edge. There's so many great labels in these kits, and just lots of possibilities for this kind of design. And I definitely found that when I was working on the ones that you guys saw on Instagram. Okay, there we go. I might add to that. I'm going to go ahead and trim it off. Grab my scissors here. Okay, nice little a bit of texture. There'll be even more when I add some stitching. Okay, let's go back to this sheet with the great phrases. I know I am thankful. Very much. That's the for me anyway, the main feeling of Mother's Day. My mom is by far one of a kind. And fortunately, some of the rest of my family came the next day to celebrate, so it was family in a broader sense too, which is great. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then I remember I wanted to work with our lovely okay, let me take this for a second, adjust things just a bit. That loud sound you hear in the background is my dog getting her big bone out to chew on. So she's always noisy in one way or another when when I'm making these videos. Okay, so that gives you an idea of how that'll look. I'll just stitch along the edge there. It's kind of fun to add that to this page. And I do think I'm gonna go ahead and, because I'm echoing this tile stamping, I'm gonna put this down in the corner here, probably make a little embellishment cluster, but that gives it a start. And then I stamped one here, and then I'll have this one up here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. I have a way of indicating that this is a lunch date. I just stamped these on some paper from a paper scrap from another Cocoa Daisy kit, earlier one. Okay, let's see. I think, oh, it's in here. Okay, so you get these nice little die cuts that give you a place to a home for your date. So I wanted to put that on there. I'll definitely stamp the date on in a bit. I don't have my date stamp right here. Oh, and then I was gonna grab the one of the planner kit sheets, this one right here, I often use these in my planner. This one says lunch date, but since this was a lunch date with my mom, I thought I'd just go ahead and find a place for it right here. Probably, I'll probably have plenty of space for, you see my process of moving things around here. I do like that adhesive that is forgiving and can be pulled up. There. I'm actually going to put it a little off center so that I can stamp the date there too. So that little flag says lunch date. Adds a bit more color in there too, in that blue-green range, to pull it from over here. So that makes me happy. So that little cluster is layered up, and so she's surrounded by those layers. Let's see. Let me see what else I had in mind. I like this chipboard. The chipboard comes in the pocket kit, and I was thinking I do definitely need something here. And so maybe a slice of life can go there, because this is very much a small point, the typical story, and a slice of life. So I'm gonna kind of go with that. If there's anything else I forgot. There are probably some other things I'll do to pull this together. I'd like to splatter a little bit of colorful ink, do things like that. I think you saw that on my last few pages. I did pull some of these sparkly enamel brads from an earlier kit, because I thought the pink was really perfect, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle a few of those around just to finish up. I pulled a few enamel dots in that rich blue color too. So you can see there, just a little cluster. I'll add a little more, maybe a little stitching along the bottom to pull it together. But this gives you a little picture of a glimpse of my process. And I like adding that little star up there, because you see how it pulls in that blue-green that I've got in the stamping down below. So, and just to continue on with this pink, put this in here somewhere. Maybe a tiny one down here too. Leaving some space to stitch. Oh, I don't have that glued down yet. Okay. Don't have this glued down yet either, so I can kind of move these around a bit. Okay, often I embellish the photos. I don't know that I will on this one, because I have a lot going on the other cards. One thing I thought about doing, and might, is a geotag up here on this lighthouse somewhere. And especially since there was, in the chipboard collection, a little car I liked a lot, since I drove to get up here to Ludington, or up there to Ludington. Yeah, so I think I might go ahead and top that off. Okay, and there we have it. I'm gonna pull it all together, a little bit of splatter, a little bit of stitching, and then I'll post this on Instagram. And look for more of these Project Life spreads from me using Cocoa Daisy cards, because it's so much fun. And I have a bit more time in the summer to devote to this type of scrapbooking, which I really love and don't want to neglect. So anyway, okay, have a great day, guys. Thanks for checking in. Bye.